What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here at desireLess, where today, let me fix this camera so I can look sexy. Today, we're gonna break down some of Saquon's amazing run from last year. Saquon had his breakout season. He went for 2K, and I'm really gonna show you, man, like what's really behind it. What is this guy seeing, and what separates him? I know everybody sees the backwards hurdles and they see all the crazy plays, but I want you to understand this guy is a smart player. He understands the running back position. He understands the zone schemes, everything. It's not just all talent. It's mental there. He thinks the game different, he sees the game differently, and I want to show you how you can apply this to your offseason. You can apply this to your skills and your knowledge, and you can be just like Saquon. Okay, so before we hop in the video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and join the desireLess crew. We're helping running backs like you evolve and get better. But understand, you guys came here for the meat and potatoes, so let's get straight into the video. All right, so this first play is going to be a simple inside zone to the left. It's going to be really hard to show because we have the back view of the defense, but pretty much every line is zone stepping to the left, and if they're covered, if they have somebody either in their gap, their play side gap, or heads up, they're blocking that man. But if they don't, like my guy Mekhi Becton, and I don't have no drawing tool because guess what, loom is too much right now. Mekhi Becton, if he doesn't have a guy in his gap, he's going to block, he's going to combo, he's a front side, back side, and he's going to climb up to this backer. And the same thing's for everybody. If you don't have anybody in your gap, you're going to help out, and then you're going to climb. In a sense, that's to make it simple terms for you guys. So, and also we have this tight end who's going to kick out this end and occupy this backside guy, so he doesn't get the free hit on Saquon. Well, Saquon understands, watch what he does. When he's reading inside zone, you know you're reading from play side right here, 90, backside 91 to 97. That's how you read it inside zone. So Saquon reads it. Boom. He gets it. He sees, okay, 90 is kind of really hard to declare, but there's a gap right here. And I know most running backs are like, well, look, I would have hit this gap right here, but guess what? That is fool's gold. Why? Because it's somebody in this gap. A defense is playing gap. When they say somebody's playing gap sound, you hear gap sound defense because defender on each team or each guy side of the ball on the defense side has a gap and they're responsible for. And there's supposed to be no gaps covered. Everybody's supposed to have a gap, so no run like this escape. But end of the game, you know how it gets. Guys get tired. They lose discipline. They're trying to make a big play. The Rams are down. This is the game sling touchdown, and Saquon understands that. So what he does is he looks at it, he draws them in, and when he draws them in, all these guys, look at 8, he's not playing in this gap, he's playing out of gap 56. All these guys are sinking in. Saquon jumps out, boom. That's all mental right there, and he takes off. People don't understand that's all mental. Everybody thinks, well, he just outran everybody. Well, look, if Saquon would have took the fool's goal, he'd be like, you know what, I'm just gonna just bang it up here. It's fool's goal right here too, 48 at. He would have got 6 yards and we've not been hearing about it. But he's so smart, he presses it, jump cuts, and he's gone. And that's why running backs in our RDS system, I tell them, press the hole. Press when you're doing jump cuts, press the cones, because you want to get in a habit of bringing that linebacker in, sinking everybody in, like Saquon, sinking everybody in. Boom, and jump cutting out. Somebody's gonna be out there gap. We gotta find that gap, who's out there. All right, and making a free hit or miss. It's always a free hitter. It's always somebody who's unblocked. Free hitter. Boom, make them miss. That's what we here for. That's how you get paid 20 mil a year, like Saquon, man. That's how you get them big bucks. Them big bucks. And then you do your little dance. All right. So right here, we have a little pin and pull action, buck sweep, what they like to call. And the reason they call it pin and pull is because the guys who are not pulling are pinning down to the right. Since the run is going to the left, they're pinning down to the right. These receivers, they're pinning down on them. AJ Brown pinning down on them, and Jurgens and Dickerson is pulling. I think Mekhi Becton is going to take over this one technique, and Lane Johnson is pivoting. He's holding, make sure nobody comes backside. And watch Saquon. Boom, he gets it. Watch him. Oh my God, look at that relation. He's keeping relation with Lane Dickerson. Well, I mean, Cam Jurgens. He keeps the relation. See, he didn't fall for the fool's goal. A lot of running backs would have took it and ran it up here because they'd be like, hey, I see an open hole. You playing Madden, you probably do that all the time. But understand, this is full goal. Why? Because this yellow hat right here, you look at my pointer. I know it ain't that big. I don't have the annotation to be drawing all that. We on a budget over here. But look, this guy, he can get off the block and play the gap and not be a 2-yard game. But Saquon understands that. He understands the blocking scheme. He understands the purpose of the play, which running backs need to know. So what he does, he keeps a relation with Cam Jurgens. Boom. He keeps a relationship. Boom. He understands. As soon as he keeps relationship, guess what? That player even sinks in where Jurgens is out. So where now he's able to, boom, Landon Dickerson. You know that corner don't want none of that. He like, man, I'm trying to see another day. It's business decisions. So he understands I gotta hit that. Boom. There you go. Like it's a lot that went on. I understand this clip right here is very clippy, very not clippy, but very chattery, whatever you want to call it. Understand, I found these clips off YouTube. I had to put some work in to put them together. I don't have the NFL All 22 access just yet, so it's the best. I don't know what the guy was doing right here. I don't know what was going on, but this clip can give you vertigo if you watch the full thing. So as a disclaimer for this video, let's watch it again. Saquon keeps the relation. Boom. He brings that. You see how he keeps that? If he just ran out here, that safety would have been a peel off. You follow your blocks, you press them, and then you jump off of it. Okay. Boom. You press them as long as you can. Boom. Then you understand that Landon Dickerson's kicking him out. I have a crease I gotta hit. He understands he gotta hit it right away. Take off. Boom. Now, another thing I want to say about Saquon is that this man is cutting at 5 yards away. Why are you cutting inside? One, understand the situation. So let's say you're not even Saquon Barkley. You're just like, how can I just make this guy miss? Well, you want to stem him inside and then take it up here. But Saquon doesn't do that. He makes a cut where at 5 yards away, which you don't want to do. Another thing is, you're Saquon Barkley. You know this dude's scared. So guess what? I would have just took it and just ran. Alright, next we got is another zone blocking scheme, zone to the right. This is a better chance to kind of teach you guys zone blocking. If you're somebody and is going to the right and you got a guy in your gap or head up to you, then you have to block that man. If not, you either combo front side or back side and you climb to the backer. So we got right here, we got a little split action with the tight end. He's probably going to kick out this guy. 88 is going to climb up to this backer. He's going to take care of that. Landon Dickerson has nobody over here, so he's going to come back this side and then reach to a linebacker. Cam Jurgens, I'm not gonna explain this whole thing, but understand what is Saquon Barkley reading. He's reading that 3 technique. Boom. This guy has leverage. Okay, we understand that. But look at Saquon. Oh my gosh. I know y'all just seeing it looks basic, but watch this. He didn't just go right away and hit the hole. If he had ran right away and hit the hole, this guy, let's peel back a little bit. 7 would have just came off and hit him right here. Saquon Barkley didn't do that. You understand that I gotta press the hole, sink that backer in. Once you sink him in, then you finally get the yards, okay? And I know it wasn't a touchdown, but if you get 4 or 5 effective yards in basic zone blocking scheme, that's good. You know, Jurgens couldn't really hook him too good, but guess what? If he did, he would have had to make the guy miss. Another thing, zone blocking scheme we have right here. We have a jet zone action. So this guy, he is kicking out. He's probably kicking out to, I'm pretty sure it's not a read option. Mulatto, he's this guy inside. You're taking him. If you don't have a guy inside, then you're helping backside or front side, and you're climbing to the linebackers. What is Saquon Barkley reading? He's reading this guy right here, then this guy, then back to this guy. If I'm going fast, understand my camera. I shot a lot of content today, so this ain't the most in-depth video. Boom. What does the block say? He's kicking him out, so no, we're gonna hit it. But understand, Saquon isn't really going to hit it yet because that linebacker isn't engaged in a block yet. So if he just takes it right now, he's going to tackle him. And also his free hitter, there's always a guy who's unblocked. This free hitter is right here. He's going to make a play. So Saquon does what he does. He presses it a little bit more. See how he presses it? He makes this linebacker declare. So it makes it easier block for Landon Dickerson. Boom, he goes and he just gets tackled by the free hitter, which is okay. You know in the backside of your head though that, hey, next time I got to make this guy miss. Right, how we have another inside zone to the left. A lot of these are basic run plays that your high school is running, but if you understand the game, especially on this play right here, watch how smart Saquon Barkley is. You understand the play, hey, it's easy for you. So we're gonna read. All right, we're gonna read this guy, first guy to the A gap, the left side of the A gap. Okay, it's gonna be this guy. So we're reading him, and reading this defender, reading this defender. Off rip, Saquon sees everything's getting washed down. So what he does, he's gonna cut it. But what Saquon doesn't do is he doesn't fall for the fool's gold. He doesn't fall for this right here. That is fool's gold. We do not fall for that. Okay, he trusts. He understands his blockers are climbing up to the left. They're washed down to the left, but they're still climbing to the left. So watch him. Boom, jump cut. He follows his blocks. Like that is, gosh, that's film study. That's the IQ of the game. Most young, that ain't just talent right there. That is understanding the game, understanding where to block. Okay, I see I got here, but guess what? If I go here, Quay Walker's gonna tackle me. I have no help right here. It looks good right now, but that's fool's gold. Boom, trust the block. Mekhi Becton climbed up. What else? Jurgens, he climbed up. Landon Dickerson, all that. We're cutting off of it. Saquon's making plays off his brain, not his skill set. Okay, and that's what makes him so special. It's just the feel of the running back position. And then right here we have mid zone, which mid zone is a variation of outside zone and inside zone, but it's in the middle. All right, so outside zone, the running back's aiming point is outside leg of the tight end. Inside zone, his aiming point is outside leg of the center. Mid zone, his aiming point is outside leg of the tackle. He's reading it different than inside zone, but he's reading it the same as outside zone. So instead of reading the first player A gap and over, which will be 56, he's reading this outside guy 0 and then coming down the line. So understanding this scenario, we already like this picture. Why? Because on this mid zone, I see a lot of light ass over here. 56, 39, 14, whoever that is. I see a lot of light ass. All the heavy ass, the D tackles and shit is over here. So we already know we're getting flow on this play. So we're pressing it. Understand, oh, this guy, he's playing it. We can't hit it. Let's go to the next guy in line scrimmage. Oh, 56. What's happened? He's getting kicked out the club. He's getting kicked out by Mekhi Becton. And what does Jurgens do? Jurgens does a great job at pinning this guy. And what's Saquon do? Hit it. Boom. I know I'm faster than you. I'm better than you. Goodbye. We got about 30 seconds left on this film, so I gotta break down. Boom. He reads it, he sees it, and this is the smart stuff. And Saquon understands that most running backs, I would tell you to attack leverage, I would attack 26 and then break out. But Saquon understands he's Saquon and that, guess what? I can outrun you right here. All right, so here's the film breakdown of Saquon Barkley. And I can't teach you this. If you want toy defenders, I can't teach you that. But here's the film breakdown of Saquon Barkley. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. My battery literally on red is dying right now. So that's why I'm going so fast. That's why I'm going fast with this film study. That's why I'm going to talk. I promise my other videos I talk like this. But it's your guy KJ. We'll be seeing you later. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below if you want more film study.